see how these two players want to handle it. TY, will he go for another proxy? Could do it.
Yeah, absolutely a possibility, man. Looks like we're going to go right into it. No breaks for these two, but I guess they don't need it. I mean, if anyone needed a break, it was Dark, but he just didn't care, man. He went right into that. No problems whatsoever, looking really, really solid in that game. And I don't know, man. I think this could go either way. It's a 4-player map.
Yeah.
Not the biggest map in the pool, pretty standard.
Yeah, we thought Dark was going to run away with it a little bit in the beginning, especially going into Deadwing game number 2, but it's way even here. It's going to be so hard to call this one.
All right, guys, we're going into set number 5 here to decide which one of these players is going to the semifinals.
Down here in the bottom left, in the red, the Zerg player, it is Dark.
And up to the top right in the blue, it's TY for KT Rolster. A lot of team pride on the line here as well. We talked about a little bit before. It's just, you know, these two teams are big rivals. They were both in the Pro League finals, of course. Two big telecom companies that directly compete against each other, even, you know, in everyday life. And we're going to see a proxy, Brendan. You called it.
You know, TY just loves to do this on big maps. It's a good build. It's going to be surprising to Dark. He's not going to expect this. Question for me is, does Dark put down that hatchery? Does he just want to go greed mode here? Because, you know, after he got proxied like that, he did put down the pool first, next, even though it was on Catalina.
This is such an aggressive proxy, too. Oh, my God. Right behind the natural. This is probably just never, ever, ever, never in a million years going to be scouted. I don't care if it's Pro League or not, man. I'm just never going to see it.
Do we see the pool come down? It doesn't look like it. Drone all the way, already rallied.
Yeah, and it's going to be a Reaper proxy, looks like. So I'm going to start that gas in just a second here. And let's see how much damage this gets done. Am I wrong? Is he just...
Well, still no gas.
Yeah, even the Korean commenters are confused. Yeah, I'm like...
Well,
okay, so I understand now. It's the most advanced... No, I'm wrong. I was going to say it's the most advanced Makarax the world has ever seen. It's going to be Marauders, maybe. No. What is this?
No.
I don't understand this, actually.
There's a second SCV on the map.
Yeah, he's gonna try to bunker push, I guess, with 1 barracks. Not very all in, but
interesting. I mean, it's definitely a switch up. Oh, you saw that SCV?
Yeah, he saw it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a wall back here. I mean, this is a really good position for that drone. He got some really nice lucky shots in there.
Oh, look at this. Dark is...
He needs to get that depot. There he goes. Okay, so that's a tight wall here. And here comes another SCV.
But he blocks it. He's not able to get the builds here.
Yeah, I don't think
Bunker
this
is going to go down. No cancel here.
Two Marines now.
They are, you know, in the back there. They do have a really nice position. He is getting some drone kills here.
Yeah. This definitely left me a bit speechless. I guess the idea is cool. Never seen this build before. Never on the ladder. I don't play Zerg, so no one's ever tried to kill me with this. But yeah, I've never seen this one before, but it definitely did not work. Now a lot of workers killed. By work, I mean it's supposed to, like, you're supposed to get that tight wall up, and then the Zerg has a lot of problems. But in this case, it was like the worst case scenario. He's still ahead in harvesters, but again, he loses a lot of production time here. He's going to lose that barracks potentially. In fact, where did it go? Did he actually lose it? I think he did.
No, it looks like it's flying over the minerals there in the natural.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see that. I'm like partially colorblind. I was about to say, like,
hard to see even for me, man. That tiny little blue dot on this.
It's starting to take queen damage, and it might go to burning. So
yeah, and now look at this. TY's gonna have to repair this wall.
Oh, he's actually trying to make a Reaper over there. Our odds is not showing us this at all, man. But he's actually trying to make a Reaper over there. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of annoying, but I don't even know if that's worth the resource, to be totally frank. I think maybe just flying the barracks over there to see if the gas is mining might be the better choice. He's going to be able to save the barracks, I guess, with the Reaper, kill that Ling, and then we'll see what he gets done. Let's see if I spoke too soon. How much damage does Reaper get done? Going to kill the Ling for sure. No way that Ling escapes, but...
Yeah, trying to be a hero was that Ling, kill the barracks. But look at this. No queen.
Yeah, no queen over here, in fact.
Does pop out.
Yeah. I don't know about this.
He's taking a lot of damage.
He's definitely going to lose it.
One more hit. Oh! He gets it.
There's creep over there. Now his barracks is burning anyways. Could have just floated.
Yeah.
I think that was actually not worth it. Killed a Ling. Kill a Ling for a Reaper.
You know, nice micro out of Dark. He does save the one drone that almost went down there with the Spore Crawler.
Yeah, he did force a Spore cancel. And here's the third CC. Overlord Scout is really far away. Probably not going to see this.
Aliens now out on the map. Queen should be totally fine against this. Just push it away. Yeah, TY just sees him and just runs away. There's that Overlord coming in here, getting a nice scout.
Okay. This is a really important scout here. And totally worth it to sack there. Saves the barracks.
Somehow.
Really important. Because that means he can, you know, obviously continue to make his orbital. Because without the barracks, you can't make orbitals. So had he lost that, that would have been a really big problem. It's not just for factories, you guys out there. So, and we'll see how he wants to transition Dark. That is, because I feel like TY is just. I mean, his plan is set. There's a Baneling Nest. Speed is almost done. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to do a big attack, but it wouldn't be unreasonable. We've seen it do it. We've seen him do it already today.
Yeah, especially when you get far ahead like this and stop the production out of your turn opponent for a while by denying any of their barracks play. Nice Viking scout there. Gets a pretty nice scout on everything. How much gas is being mined. Baneling Nest as well.
Without this, like we saw before, you scan, you might miss it. And then you have some problems.
Yeah. TY's been pretty consistent with that Viking. He's done a very good job with it. You know, just Overlord hunting. Just one Viking. That's all you need.
Yeah. We've seen this since Wings of Liberty days. It's just so smart. Holt, even one of the big first guys to be doing that. So this secondary wall, they're going down here with even a tech lab. It's kind of exposed, actually, out there. But we're not going to see a timing. We see the lair coming up, the Evo chambers. Third base, albeit late, is on the way as well. Double Widowmine drop should be easily shut down with these Spore Crawlers. He's got plenty of units over there. The Hellions might give a first-degree burn to that hatchery, but everything should be okay here for Dark. He's just gone into this very flexible mid-game here.
Yeah. Widowmine drop coming in here. Do see the Banshee follow-up is on the way here. Spore Crawler, though, in there. Widowmine is going to burrow here on the high ground. Yeah. He's got to deal with this one as well, but right away has to pick it up.
He wants to bait into the second one, but look at that. The Ling, so smart here. He's not even going to make a mistake. That was a good save. Does get away there. But Dark with some solid defense there.
Yeah. TY just trying to squeeze in that harass like he always loves to, but pretty much shut down, you know.
God, that's such a juicy opportunity there on that tech lab. I'd be thinking to myself, I want to send like 6 Banelings over here and just knock that down. Kill that stem.
Yeah, stem on the way. You delay the stem, possibly could follow up. Widowmine here.
Oh! Didn't even kill the tumor.
Yeah.
But now the Banshee and the Hellions are a bit stronger.
That is true. You know, we can one of those queens here could possibly poke down, but decides not to yet.
Well, he's now going up to 4 barracks.
All lined up very neatly.
Yeah, all very neat and tidy there in the main base.
Yeah. Also has that one at the front, so I guess 5.
Yeah, 5 in total. 4 in the main. 5 Hellions are still out on the map. You know, he's been pretty conservative with them this game. Hasn't done anything rash, like any big commitments to harassment. Might do that if the Zerg ever moves out. He's actually poking at the front with them right now, and they're taking a lot of damage. And we're not taking a look at that, but yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of barracks are being made, yes.
Baneling speed about to finish up here.
Yeah.
So you just have that pretty nice timing. Lines up with the 1-1 as well.
Yeah, everything is lining up pretty nicely for him. Dark has consistently been able to get his upgrades out first every time.
Yeah.
Loves to get those Evo chambers up faster.
And you know what? Going into this mid-game, we do see Dark. He has a very sizable drone count here. And whenever Dark is able to get that lead there in the mid-game and not sustain too much damage from TY, he's looked really solid. He goes straight up to 80 drones, 4 bases, and he just takes the game from there. He's so good at just controlling that late game. And I feel like TY has to find a way to put on some more pressure. I mean, he has the Banshees, he has the Hellions, but so far he just has not been able to put on any pressure.
Nope. He really just, I mean, he's tried. And he has saved the Hellions. That's what I like about it, because now it's got this extra buffer with the armory finishing up here. You could actually make them into Hellbats, of course, and then they could get healed. All right, Baneling's speed is done, but he's very far off creep. I like the idea of maybe trying to go for a flank, but I think he's way too far out there. This is way too obvious right now. Okay, now the Lings are joined up. He's going really far off creep over here. I'm not sure if he should really engage with this.
He wants it, man. Widowmine's burrow. How are the shots? Not that good.
He targets the orbital, but he doesn't get it. What?
He just lost so much supply. TY has not lost any of his Marines.
That's game over. How is he going to hold off the next pushes now? How much gas did he just spend on that? Did he really think he was going to kill it, or did he misclick? I honestly can't even tell. The Spire is very exposed right now. God, I do not want to be Dark right now.
But you know what?
Look at the supplies.
That is true. He's up so much supply. TY, though, he's delaying his push a bit. I think he knows his 4th base is up, though, and he wants to shut it down.
He's like,
hard.
oh, your Banelings are gone.
Yeah,
you only have a Spire.
There's no way Dark holds this off right now.
No way. He's probably confident in just taking a hard engage on creep. Look at all the Lings he's killing over here, too. Dark just threw this game away. Not that he had it in his hands, but I mean, there's nothing smart I can tell you guys about what he just did. Now on the high ground here with no Mutalisk, he's just going to elevator his way down with high ground support here against any low ground units. This base is history. In fact, TY is being safer and more calm and more patient than he really needs to be, but I like this because this is the final game. This is what it all comes down to, and he's still doing so much with this.
Yep. Dropping here on the high ground. He's going to take down that 4th base easily. Dark, I think very smartly, he lets it go. He knows that he cannot afford to lose any more units trying to hold that 4th base. It would just be non-reasonable.
Oh, God. Now he's just going to try to engage as the Mutalisk, but he doesn't have any ground support. No. He's so tilted right now, I feel. I mean, he needs to get in the medevac, but he needs to make sure he's got a little bit more security for this. Oh, cannot engage this. Absolutely not. Oh, he's just going to do it. There's not a lot of room to roll away here with those Marines, but well, it's a concave at the top of the ramp. He's got Marauders at the front. He's got Banshees. I don't think there was anything in that medevac, but that was a waste. But look at how much more army he has, too. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I've got this other army that's even bigger than the one that you're barely able to hold off against. He has 61 Marines on the map with 8 Marauders to support, a healthy 72 workers of economy back at home. His 2-2 upgrades are about to finish. Darks are first, but he needs to make sure he can take a good engagement with that. I mean, that window is very short.
Yeah. TY again, just even getting more and more units here. Has a sensor tower back home even. He's just being so safe. Like we said the whole time, he's pushing. He's trying to do stuff, but it's very, very slow. Very meticulous. And now just going to go back up here on the high ground. He is not taking any chances here.
Widowmine, he's trying to target it, but unfortunately not able to do so. Those Marauders here at the front to tank. There goes a few good shots.
Oh, man. Widowmine's on the Mutalisk, losing so many of those guys.
Yep, and now he's just targeting as best as he can. Yeah, he holds there, but what's up over here is the bigger story.
Needs to split. Yeah. He's on creep against speed bangs, but the splits are awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't even say they're awesome, but they're good enough. They're good enough against this small amount of Banelings. He's got Widowmines, the Baneling control there, as good as it gets, but he's just got too small of an army. He's spread too thin. He's got too many Zerglings. The Zergling Baneling ratio is not where he wants it to be. Because of all those Banelings he blew up on an orbital earlier, he only has 100 gas left. He's had to spend a lot of money to get those Mutalisks up because he's sloppily lost a lot of his Mutalisks several times here. I feel like he's on tilt. I think he made a big mistake there with the orbital. Not sure if he thought he was going to get it, but he certainly did not. And that mistake has almost certainly cost him the game here. He's really trying to fight back, and TY is being very safe. He's trying to make it so that there's no way that he's just going to get ahead from one of his own mistakes. He's not going to let his opponent catch up because he makes a mistake.
Thinking back to that fight, I feel like Dark, maybe it was just a mistake, just kind of A-moving in, and the Banelings just target onto the orbital because it's the closest thing. But again, like we've harped on a little bit too much here, Dark making a pretty big mistake. He does catch this medevac. That is something. But again, he's just desperately trying to get a 4th base up here, and TY's denying him over and over.
He has denied the base a lot, but he is catching up, and he's starting to build that gas bank again. He can start to build more Banelings. These drops are getting less and less effective. He's definitely going to hold this 4th base, but this one isn't going to happen. But he's got the minerals to actually do a double expand like this because he knows that TY is going to be hard-pressed to actually kill both, with his Mulus count starting to get a little bit more healthy. And he is holding on. He's trying to fight his way back in this game. He's got that gas count now to make more Banes. And I feel like what TY actually needs to do is to get his army together, because right now he's fighting in such small numbers that it's really starting to do more harm than good. Ooh, not that so much, though. That's definitely pretty good.
Yeah, does group up a little bit back here, but there
so
aren't
many
enough.
medevacs he's losing here, actually. And over here, okay, picks up the Marines.
Through, yep. Very nicely
scary.
done there on the micro by TY, just consistently doing really good at that. But again, he's on creep. He's clearing it with the scans.
This big map, he's struggling to close the distance. That 3-3 is going to make a huge difference. He's got a lot more power when that's ready. He's got a few more barracks coming up here, so he can remax faster. They're also out in such a place where you can actually rally them a little bit faster. He's got 2 Thors now, too. I think it's time to maybe take a bit of a more aggressive stance on this game via ground and just straight up walking across the map. Add some more turrets. Leave those Thors at home, because this is where Dark has his strength. If you move across with a big army on a big map like this,
yeah.
You know, he could backstab you with the Mulus. He could start hitting your reinforcements, start hitting your tech labs, your reactors, and you know, obviously with this many Mulus, turrets aren't really going to cut it.
Well, TY again coming over here, clearing the creep at the 4th base. Tons of Mutas. Right now he does have 22, but he does have to bring them over here. Baneling hits are pretty decent.
Yeah, but there's just so much more beyond this. Let's see if he can actually get any further Baneling hits. Really good micro here. Pure Marauder at the front. Very well split, but where are the Marines? There's none here, so unless he flies into Widow Mines, this is going to be a pretty awesome place for Dark right now.
Oh, very nice micro against the Widow Mines. Takes a bunch of those shots. The Marines finally come through in the back. Does have some of them over here for a drop at that 4th base, but look at
there's a top left base. I was just going to mention this. That's really, really cool, because he keeps losing this one, but eventually he can just go take that one to the top left, because TY is so tunnel vision focused on these 2 bases, like he's playing tennis right now.
Yeah.
That base over there is just not something he's going to expect. There's a lot of Banes here. Only 4 Marauders at the front. Still confident enough with those 3-3 upgrades to actually come in here, and it looks like he's going to get this base. Now he's eliminating 2 bases at once. Widowmine's still active here on the right side, so he's got that to continue inching forward here as well. He doesn't lose it to Broodlings. And no, actually, this base survived.
Yeah, and he's actually taken another base up here to the top left. He had this one going for a little bit, taking another one. TY, I don't think he's even scouted that, like we did mention. If Dark is somehow able to secure those bases, would be very nice for him. I think he just needs to get that economy stable. He has so many drones, but he's just not able to hold bases for long enough. TY, he's taking a 5th base over there. Gonna have even more mules.
All right, here comes another big engagement. He's up way in army supply, way ahead here. A lot of that in the Widow Mines, 11 of those Widow Mines. So this army isn't as big as it looks. You know, if he messes up his Widow Mine control, then this ground army is pretty small, actually. Gets a great hit on those Banes. Now he's got Thor support here. A lot of Marauders at the front. There's so many medevacs to heal. He can stim infinitely. There are 27 Banelings left. Let's see how they do. Running in here right now. Beautiful splits by TY, but I think Dark might have too much. There's a ton of Marauders on the ground, but so what? Against Mutalisk, he cleans it up.
Huge cleanup there. The Banelings get really nice hits, and now TY's on the run. Dark has a ton of bases coming up there in the top left. He's really securing his economy. As long as he doesn't throw away his Mutalisk here, I think he should be fine going into the later stages of this game.
Yeah, and it looks like this game is going to go for a very long time yet, as both players have now taken up to 5th bases. You know, Dark has a 6th base up right now, and all these bases are unknown to TY, and TY just seems incapable of actually finishing him off here. And, well, I mean, now at this point, I wouldn't even say that. That's not the phrase to use here. He's incapable of crossing the middle of the map.
Yeah, it's like no longer finishing off Dark at this point. Dark has really made this game his own right now. Clears up those Widow Mines very nicely.
And, again, another engagement over here. And he's going to finally start trying to sneak by, trying to find another opening here. Going into the main base now, drawing this army back. Maybe this is his window to get onto that creep. You can see he's moving across the middle of the map. This isn't really that important. As important as this is, Dark is just taking him. He's taking him apart here every time he crosses that creep line.
Yep, he really is. I mean, he's sustained a lot of Baneling losses to those Widow Mines, but it doesn't matter. He's held off the push.
Money.
Yeah, he's held off the push. That's all that matters.
So again, this push over here to the top left is going to kill this base. Or no, actually it's not. He's attempting to kill this base.
Yeah, the nice micro here.
He might kill this base. Okay. Here comes this Mutalisk flock. Well, this is going to happen for a while longer. it's really hard to say who's ahead because 3-3 upgrades, finishing up for the Zerg. He's got building armor now, TY does. The Zerg is having just as many problems crossing the middle of the map as the Terran because the Terran is constantly putting him into a position where he can't counterattack. He's got to defend.
Yeah, nice drop coming in here, but there's not really any more upgrades coming out of this Evo chamber, so not that much damage. Just it looks like a distraction coming in through here. And again, more drops coming in here. I feel like it's almost past the point of dropping. It's not really going to do much damage. Dark just has his units spread out so nicely. I mean, TY's just trying to take those tiny things. Look at this. He's going to try to focus down the planetary possibly. He gets it.
This time he gets it, and this time he can afford it, right? Like, again, we'll never know if that focus earlier was intentional, accidental, or what. But not only does he get it, he forces another cancel here. His Mulas are starting to do damage, but they're all away here. 2 Thors marching with this army. He's got 3 Widow Mines as well. And he's got a lot of army back at home. This is starting to look like finally a good position for TY. He's got this hard army over here to hit these bases. He's got 2 Thors with this. He's got Thors at home and enough Marines at home. Dark's army is, for the first time in a long time, split in an awkward position, and TY knows that he's got a lack of banelings because he just blew up those banelings on his planetary. So now he sees this opportunity. He's going to snipe 2 bases, and these banelings are a bit delayed. It looks like he's finally going to be able to... Oh, God, I love this.
Oh, look at this. Gonna have to spend so many banelings trying to get through there if he doesn't come in through with the Zerglings. But the Medivacs, they do have to get away. They have to boost away. The Mutalisks are on the chase right now.
Well, he killed the 2 hatches, but he lost a lot to do it. And we find ourselves yet again here at this basically even place in this game. As this base going down really hurts. He's down to only 50 harvesters, 50 SCVs. That means his army supply in a moment, though, can be much larger. Plus, he's got so many orbitals that mules are really the key here. This is too many mules. You can focus down these turrets and get that planetary.
And
TY needs to react.
TY needs this base right now. He has one other base that's mining, it looks like, up there towards the north. He's going to lose another planetary here. And TY is not really taking any position on the map while this is happening. The Mutas, really again, are out of position, but he's just defending the Lings in the middle of the map. Really not a good place here for TY, I feel, right now. Look at the supplies. He doesn't have that much bank. Dark has like over 3,000 gas. He can make as many mutas as he wants.
Well, he's got that limiting factor in the minerals, though, mind you, and he's missing the 2 bases to the top left. So gas is not everything. He's got that base at the bottom right. I don't think it's fully saturated. I think he should probably send some drones down there. I think that might be what he's doing right now. This push is really scary. He doesn't have a ton of banelings. He's got 13 morphing right now. And he's moving forward here. Widow Mines leading the charge. He's got 32 Marines with this mix. I would not want to fight this Mutalisks. He needs to come in with the banelings, but make sure also he baits those Widow Mine shots out. I feel like TY should definitely lift those and reburrow. Yeah, that's really well done here. 3 still active. It looks like actually, I can't tell if there's 2 or 3 still active. 2 still active. 1 went down. No, there's a 3rd one at the back. Okay. No splits here. Ouch.
No splits. Takes a huge loss there, and now just has to pick up.
Boom. He's like, sup, not only did I kill your Widow Mines, but I killed all your army at the same time. This is starting to look bad for TY. He's not mining enough. We'll kill this base, though. But again, once this base dies, he can take the base to the top left. They've been retaken.
Yeah, he can just move his drones up to the top left and be totally fine. TY only now is retaking one of those bases that he lost over there. But again, that one to the north is really, really crucial. This drop will be held off.
Yeah, this is going to be no problem. There's even a support crawler to help ward this away. What a ping pong game we're really watching. It's not even StarCraft anymore. But the arms of TY are getting tired, man. He's got very few resources left. He's down now to 200 minerals.
He's not even mining gas at this moment.
Yeah, he can only make Marines, and that means when his Thors go down and his Widow Mines go down, he's going to have a big issue here. Although he's killing a lot of Harvesters now. It's like both players are really starting to get exhausted.
Yeah, you can actually see it in their play. They're just like not 100% on top of their army.
There's a lot of Banes up here on the high ground. Throwing a few more drones, pushing his way through, trying to get this high ground position, trying to wedge himself in here. I don't think either player is going to take an engagement. I think they're both going to back off. If TY steps onto that creep, Dark will definitely come out to meet him. But if not, I don't think he's going to try to engage. Now he's trying to siege up this base. This drop is a big issue, but we'll finally get shut down. But that means the Mutalisks are away, and he's going to try to use this opportunity to keep sieging forward.
Yep, he's stimming in. He wants these bases right now. He's got a huge position on the top of the ramp. Oh, man. Dark, he has a problem on his hands right now. The positioning of this army is so bad. Needs to move those Marines back. Loses a lot of Marines. Some Zerglings coming from behind as well. Widowmine shots not that good. The Mutas join up here as well.
He's losing a lot, though. Look at the supplies right now. He's lost so many of those important units. But will it matter if he can just survive and make a few more Banelings? Because right now that's all TY is making. I think he's starting to realize this. He's like, okay, my Mulists are going to keep harassing, and anything that you have on the ground, my Banelings will clean up. All I need to do is make all my resources, all my gas go into Banelings. He's got the gold base, which is going to give him just enough minerals to do that.
Yeah, you were saying it before. He needs the minerals, and he's getting a huge swell of minerals right now. He needs to even up those resources, be able to use that gas, and he should be able to get a ton of production in here. Once again, harassing before the turrets are up. TY, this base is so important for him, and he's not going to be able to mine here for a little bit. Needs to get those turrets up to defend this.
All right, let's assess the situation. He's got another drop going over here. Base is mining still top left at 9 o'clock. This base is so important right now for TY. The base at the top left and the base at the bottom right for him are really important. He's going to kill this base. The gold base is still running, though, so this isn't that important.
Yeah.
He can just send his drones right over there and deal with that.
This is the problem for TY. You know, his most important base right now is being sieged by Mutalisks, and he's taking a lot of losses. Meanwhile, Dark is losing a base, but it's not that important. He's got the gold. He has the other two at the top left, and he's being fine. He's got a ton of minerals and gas coming in here. And TY, again, he's having really hard trouble with that gas.
All right, now he scans the gold. Now he knows about it. And
he immediately has to go punish that.
But you know what? I like this. He scans the gold, which makes Dark think, okay, he's probably going right for my gold. Drops here. And is going to commit by ground to the gold base. So when this drop hits, this is going to pull Dark back, and then he's going to hit the gold base with his ground army. Let's see. Okay, so here come those units back. Look at the minimap. Pulls everything back. Literally everything but his Mutalisks. And this base is going to get really hit hard here. And even pure Mutalisks not going to be enough. He loses every single drone here.
But you know what? Dark is going to this base. There are no turrets just yet. And while TY is going for his gold base, he's going to wreck this base over here. Could even possibly get that orbital.
Yep. There's also, by the way, a crazy command center that thinks it's gonna take the middle of the map.
That guy is actually insane. That command center.
All right, big engagement over here. He's losing a lot of his harvesters.
Oh man, look at this.
This is just way too much damage. Now he can kill this army if he traps it here. This is the problem I was talking about before. He's almost pure Marine, and even with Widow Mines here, the Zerglings are cleaning up so much. But look at this supplies now, dead even. Harvester count really low, but the entire Zerg army just got traded, which means that TY's army is much larger, and he's going to try to most likely push across the map and end the game.
Yeah, this is his moment. He needs to go over there. This is the big push.
And he's going for it.
We do have some burrowed Banelings coming in here. If he could possibly get some shots, but he's losing a lot of these Banelings that were morphing, and there are a ton of Marines in this army.
This may become a base trade as these Marines run through here, killing every Baneling as it morphs. He just doesn't have the supply to hold this.
Oh, man.
It looks like this is going to be it. I don't think he can hold. He's got Mutalisks on the other side of the map, but so what? This army is just way too big. He can't produce anything. He's got harvesters, but he doesn't have enough larvae. He's only got 14 larvae right now.
Yeah. He has all those minerals, all that gas, but he's just not able to use it. Here we go, trying to take this gold base at the moment. He's using this time right now where he's got such a big position on the map. Right here, but is he gonna run on top of these Banelings? Doesn't look like it. He only sends the Marauders up, but he's following up with the Marines. They're gonna go up there. He does get a really nice hit, a huge one to follow up as well. But is there enough up here for Dark to hold? No, it doesn't look like it. Picks up the Marines. Now he can just drop them back down, kill those Banes. Gold base is being taken there, and he has enough defense. There is not a big number of Mutalisks left over here. Dark is having such a huge problem with his minerals right now, and this is the only place he's mining minerals. He's losing all of his drones, and GG is called. TY takes it. What an incredible game. So back and forth. Oh, man. TY is going to move on to the semifinals. Could not have been closer than that one. Dark, he's got his head in his hands. He just could not control it for that long. A 40-minute StarCraft minute game. But now TY just smirking to himself. Guys, today, it looks like KT is the winner of the telecom war once again. TY now talking to his coach. Of course, this is the World Esports Championship Games, WECG. What a big win there for TY. He will move on to the semifinals. Dark, he still cannot believe it. I'm not sure where his coach is. He's not even in my sight right now. Meanwhile, KT, TY, the winner here, has his coach in the booth. And wow, guys, that was only the first best of 5 series that we had today. We are going to have, of course, Stats versus Super in a PvP coming up next. If you thought those games were good, guys, we're going to have even more awesome games coming in there for Super versus Stats. Make sure you guys tell your friends, spread the word about this crazy tournament. I've seen a lot of posts on Reddit and other forums about how this tournament has so many amazing games, so much awesome stuff going on, but there's not that many people watching it. We should get more people watching these qualifiers. It is just insane, the games we're having. Absolutely. Really good games. Just every time, we have these series, they usually go pretty far. The last game ends up always being the most epic. Stick around till the end. That was a really great series. I mean, really, these two players are quite gifted, quite talented. You get these spawning locations on this map. I guess, always going to get these spawning locations. But you get players like this who are just constantly trading against each other, always attacking each other. And, just the multitasking that we saw and the decision-making was really quite stellar.